Hello, dear students. I, Abhinav Negi and Dheeraj sir, welcome you all and the faculty-driven platform Resultant. In this video, we will be discussing about the correct sequence, procedure, weightage of strength of materials. Basically, we will decode the subject strength of material in this video. Let us go directly to Dheeraj sir.
Hello guys. So when we are talking about strength of material, it is a fundamental subject because whenever we are talking about the complete mechanical or civil engineering, there are many subjects which are depending on that. So if you are not clear in strength of material, you will be facing difficulty or you will be struggling in other subjects also. Like if I talk about mechanical, so machine design, metal forming, these are the topics which are totally depending on strength of material. Similarly, for civil, Abhinav sir, which are the topics?
Yes, sir, for civil engineering also, strength of materials is a foundation. You can say it like it is a physics to understand the civil engineering. Okay, strength of material provides you the physics to understand civil engineering and structure analysis, RCC, steel, and one chapter that is shear strength of geotechnical engineering can only be understood once we have the sound knowledge of strength of materials. So here also, sir, the various other subjects are depending on strength of material. That is why sometimes when strength of material is even coming of 4 to 5 marks, still I consider it to be one of the most important subjects because other 20 marks of all these four subjects that I mentioned is directly or indirectly related to the knowledge of strength of materials.
Similarly, here also, sir, if we talk about mechanical engineering, so here the weightage of strength of material is slightly on the higher side as well. It is coming for 8 to 10 marks in general. And also, like if metal forming we talk about, machine design we talk about, so there are 17 to 18 marks which are directly associated with strength of material. And that is why whenever we are talking about the preparation for GATE, ESC and any other subject, so generally starting is done from this type of subject only, like strength of material is there. So that is one more thing why it is becoming more important. And also, if you talk about for interviews, if you see any interview, even you are going for BARC, ISRO, all whatever PSUs you will go, then they will be asking your favorite subjects. Then also strength of material will come in picture because even if you say like some other subject which are depending on that, so they would be taking you to that subject as well. So that is why it is going to be wonderful, important, and interesting. It is obviously. Abhinav
Yes,
sir.
sir. You correctly mentioned one point, that is interview. In interview, na, if we consider all the subjects, then the maximum questions that are expected are from strength of materials. Whether it is design of cables, design of arches, or why the diameter of the pole or the electricity pole is going decreasing when we are going towards top from bottom. All those things are directly or indirectly depending on strength of material. Now, if we talk about books, guys, then if you want to know or you want to go in the concepts or you want to understand the concepts of strength of material, then Gary and Thimshonke is a book from which you can refer and get the concepts. Although, guys, there are various other books. If you have any other book, you are referring that, you are getting the concepts, it is absolutely fine. But yes, if you have not purchased any book right now and you want to know the concepts, then Gary and Thimshonke can be referred. But again and again, we both are telling you that in to crack the competition exam, the complete book is never required. Only those portions which are in the boundary of the syllabus that are required. Also, one thing in Gary Thimshonke is a foreign author. He does not know in India there is an exam called GATE and how many students are attempting, what is the pattern, nothing. So the questions he has framed in that particular book na, are more like a practical oriented. Like in a bicycle, two persons are sitting. One is driving it and one is sitting at the front bar. So what will be the B and D SFD? But in our exams, theoretical questions are asked, not the practical implications. So only for concepts that can be referred. For questions, you can refer the workbooks which are more inclined towards the gate. Sir, about
Like
sequence, any? Yes.
like sir have told Giri and Timoshenko, I referred that as well. And one more book I would like to tell you, that is R.C. Hibbler. So R.C. Hibbler is having one beauty that like you study the stress distributions, like you see whenever we are making like for axial loading, what kind of stress distribution will be coming. So those kind of things are explained in a very nice manner in that book. So if you are following like foreign authors, Timoshenko plus R. Singler, these are the good books you can refer. And like sir was saying, for problem practice, workbooks are there, previous year's questions of GATE are there, and also like quizzes which we are providing, weekly test which we are going to provide you on Resultant app. So all those things are going to help you out because different exams need different types of questions. If you see in different papers, whether it is ISRO, DRDO, BARC, GATE, ESC, the difference is in the way of asking the question. The syllabus is same, concepts are same. So for conceptual parts, yes, you can refer the book, but I feel referring of book only should be for those topics where you find that you are not satisfied with your understanding or you are unable to make the questions on a particular topic. Otherwise, because if you will go for the complete book, then that much thick book, if you will go, it will become like a 3 years or 5 years plan for you, like government trust 5 years plan. Na? So it will become like that. So that is why follow only as per the syllabus, as per the requirement. That is the important thing.
Okay. And sir, what about sequence? Students various times have very curious about the sequence of a subject. What
Yes.
subjects can be studied first, or what topics can be studied first, and how to move on other topics?
Sir, I feel key subject-wise for mechanical, like engineering mechanics, strength of material, basic thermodynamics, and theory of machines. These are the subjects which are good to start with. These any of these subjects can be taken as the starting subject because and fluid mechanics also because these are the subjects which do not require any prior knowledge. And if we are talking about the subjects like machine design is there, applications, RAC, IC engine, power plant, fluid machinery, all these things should be studied like heat transfer is there. They require some basic understanding of the fundamental subjects. So that is why I feel that whenever you are starting with like strength of material is the ideal subject to start with, you know, and rest other subjects are the application, but they should be followed. After that, then you will be having a better understanding of how the things are developing and how the things are going to be related with each other. And you will also be able to make the questions also very easily. Like if you are doing strength of material completely, half of the machine design question you may be forming with just the SOM knowledge. Like if you know basic thermodynamics, maybe some questions of application you are able to make very easily. So that is why I feel sequence plays a very important role. So that should be the good choice to go with.
Okay.
Surface.
Now, if I talk about the topics of strength and materials, then of course there is no iota of doubt that the first chapter should be stress and strain, in which you study the stress and strain curve, Poisson ratio, thermal ratio, elastic constants, and deformation of bar. Thereafter, you can go with the complex stress also, or you can go with the SFD-BMD also. So second chapter, if you take SFD-BMD, third chapter about the bending stresses and shear stresses. Then after that, you can go with transformation of stress, or you can call it complex stress, principle of stress, Mohr circle, or the better word would be transformation of stress. Then torsion, theory of failures, and then comes the small chapters that you can even cover in one day. Okay, like pressure vessels, spring, shear center, these are columns, these all can be covered in one day, and in between you can do torsion as well. Then at last, once you have the sound knowledge of SFD-BMD, once you have the sound knowledge of complex stresses and bending stresses, you can go with slope and deflection chapter at the end. So the time taking chapters which will take around 4 to 5 days to complete are slope and deflection, stress and strain, transformation of stress, SFD-BMD, and bending stresses. And the chapters like shear stresses, pressure vessels, columns, spring can be covered in all these subject topics can be covered in 4 to 5 hours. Okay, and your approach of understanding a subject or revising a subject, particularly SOM, should be more towards numerical, because all concepts, everything can be understood through numericals only, because there is no database questions in strength of material. Anything, sir, you want to add?
Sir, I would like to say, like you have told the topics particularly. So, if you see, guys, generally, like Sir have told chapters, if you ask me, sir, which are the topics which are generally asked in the papers? So, I would like to say the very hot topics for the exams, Mohr circle. If you see, every time questions are coming from Mohr circle. Then stress strain diagram is a topic from where specifically nowadays numericals can also be formed, like you can see. And also when we are talking about other like bending equation is there, torsion equation is there, then series and parallel connections are there. In slope and deflection, principle of superposition is majorly asked in paper. Specifically, if you see even civil, mechanical, and even XC paper, you will find these things are there. So this is how you should go with. And there are the topics which are less important also. Like if you see, like sir was saying about pressure vessels and all, but they are maybe less important. But you don't know when the question will be coming. Even if they have frequency once in a 3 years, you don't know. Maybe this year it is going to come. So that is why you should not leave any topic. But yes, which are more important, there you should go for more practice. Which are less important, having less weightage, you should give slightly lesser time in that. Only that is the point. Otherwise, you this is not like 8th, 9th class. So I will be telling you this is important for exam, and you will be going for that only. So that is the point when we talk about the important topics from where questions are coming on the regular basis.
Okay, guys, this is all about strength of materials. I hope you like this video. You can share with other friends also who want to know or who want to decode SOM. To download the civil engineering and mechanical engineering resultant app, the link is in the description. You can download the app for more updates. Thank you. Wish you all the best.